I'm here from North Andover High School at the coaches dual meet for Division II for wrestling, and I'm here with one of the wrestlers themselves from North Andover, Tommy Cox. Tommy, first things first, you've had a couple matches today. Can you just describe how you did?
I don't feel like I did too good. Both the kids I wrestled were really tough, but I think I did wrestle tough. There's obviously stuff I can work on, but overall I'm happy with where I'm at. Like I said, I can work on things, but kids I wrestled were tough, so overall pretty good.
Now, in general, as the season has gone on, I mean, it's almost wrapping up near the end. How have you fared this season?
Right now, I think one or two matches over 500. I started off the season a little shaky. I went 0-3, but ever since that, I dug myself out of a hole. I had to cut about 12 pounds to get down to 170, but ever since I've been there, I feel like I've done pretty good. A lot of the matches I have lost, I feel like I could have won. It's just I've been making mistakes, and I got to clean that up. And I watch all my matches, so I figure what I can work on, what I can take away from them.
Now, you're a pretty popular figure in North Andover. I remember all the Tommy Strong stuff back in the day. You're a three-sport athlete yourself. What kind of attitude do you really bring to this to sports? You know, just considering everything that's happened.
I think I just kind of proved to people that you can do anything you want, and that really there are no excuses. At least you shouldn't make any. I just people look up to me, and I try to make that in a positive way. And I like to show people that it doesn't matter where you are, who you are. You can really do anything you set your mind to. So I just try to not teach people, but just show them that if you believe that you can do it, then there's really no challenges. I mean, there's obviously challenges, but there's nothing that you can't do.
Now, you really have found your niche here with wrestling, and I think a lot of people that would be put in your situation would kind of, shy away from it, and they deter for it in a sense, but you've kind of embraced it. So can you just talk about, what wrestling means to you and really what you bring to the table with it?
I kind of like the fact that I'm different, if that makes sense, because obviously you don't see a kid wrestling with one leg every day, so I kind of like that aspect of it where I go in the room every day to get better, but I have to do everything. I have to make up my own style. Where I don't have to follow the blueprint of everyone else does. So I kind of like that aspect of it where also when I go out there it's completely me, it's all everything I've done. And I just like to look at where I came from and see, I just like to make up my own style, and I have fun with it, I have fun, see what works, what doesn't. And especially this year I've been starting to put everything together.
Now, who have kind of been your inspirations, kind of along the way with this?
Definitely my parents. They've pushed me to do everything I do today. There was a college D1 wrestler, Anthony Robles, who won the NCAA tournament, and I kind of took my style from him. I kind of mirror everything he does, but overall just my parents, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, and I wouldn't be wrestling if it wasn't for them either.
No, I'm just curious because not a lot of people are in your situation with wrestling. How would you describe your wrestling style, and how do you really attack and approach it?
I kind of attack and approach it the same way I see everything in life. It's just different, but it's overcoming your challenges and figuring out what works for you. Every day I walk different, and I have to make adjustments to that. So I look at that as the same way I wrestle, where you just got to come in with a good attitude and just put together what you can and see what works, see what doesn't.
Now, lastly, I'll actually get to the sport itself, and you have a new coach this year, and Coach Larry Coughlin. How's he been, and really how's the transition been? Just playing under him.
It's been awesome so far. I like that he believes in me and he trusts me when he puts me out there, but overall I think we've done pretty good. It's just tough for our team because we're missing so many kids, but it's a great team. We have great relationships on the team, and overall everyone has fun. So as a coach, I think he's done great at putting it together, because obviously we know that we're not going to win every dual match, but we have fun with it, and we more focus on individually what we can work on, more team building stuff.
Well, Tommy, great stuff. You got one more match coming up, so hopefully best of luck for you there. But obviously, thank you for coming on, and best of luck with the rest of the season and ultimately the rest of your wrestling career.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.